Tell me one book which every entrepreneur should read.
Keeps changing, honestly.
But today, at this point, if you want to say like something that you really like, maybe recent or old, I don't know.
I like The Tipping Point.
Okay.
Malcolm Gladwell. I definitely like The Outliers. Growing up, I loved Fountainhead and the other book by Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged. So those were the formative kind of things in which you have original stuff. You want to craft, make your own path and do whatever you want. But strictly on the business side, I would say, good to great, all this typical, kind of stuff which
has been there for decades.
Which has been there for decades, right? And the other book which I really liked at that time was Blue Ocean Strategy.
Yeah.
That, of course, was, really good. Kind of was, what we were doing, right? Basically just, doing the same in a regular industry, but changing it slightly using technology and everything else to get a huge advantage and all, and then change it. So for us, for me, I would say those. But other than those, I read a lot for, pleasure also.
Okay. You're an avid reader. Do you watch Netflix and Amazon Prime and all of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you watch there? Money Explained, Pharma Explained, Lies Explained.
No,
Do you watch all those documentaries which is all about scams?
Not as much. Just to kind of wind down, I watch a little bit of fiction and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But one of my favorite authors now, and it should not be. It's like a guilty this thing out there. I would say is Michael Connolly.
Okay.
And I think his series came out in Prime, Bosch. Very, very good, this thing and all. It's just fun.
Nice.
But other than that, general fiction, I end up reading almost, not general fiction, I end up reading everything. One of the best books I read, though, I must say, last year was The Chip War.
Okay. A lot of people have been talking about The Chip War.
Yeah. It's an amazing book.
It's a really good book?
No, it's an amazing book. I mean, it basically takes you from the time in which, they were doing computers through vacuum diodes and all that, all the way to your, latest chip, which is now made only in TSMC and all.
Yes.
If you actually read it, you will understand the whole, I would say geopolitics of the whole thing.
Thank you so much ये क्लिप एंड तक देखने के लिए. अगर आपको और भी ऐसी क्लिप्स देखनी है तो राज शमानी क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए.